What's good, you guys? I'm Damo. I got my boy Hunter with me. I got that boy Corey Bama with me. And listen, we got a special guest with us tonight, man. Alabama's own Bear Fretwell, bro. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Excited to be here.
Listen, man, we had to jump through some hoops for Hunter did to get Bear on the show. You know what I'm saying? So luckily it worked out for us tonight. Before we get into it, make sure you guys are like and subscribe to the Roll Tide Nation YouTube channel. Okay, so listen, up first, we got Bear's thoughts on Alabama. Okay, Alabama has a new defensive line coach, and spring ball is approaching. Okay, spring ball is here. So with that being said, Hunter, can you pull that first topic for us, bro?
Ooh.
Bears
Let's go, Bear.
expectations for the tie.
Start it
Bear,
off. Start it
what
off.
you got for us, bro? Like, what you got
All
for
right.
us, bro?
So I'm gonna be honest, bro. We
Yeah.
have a lot of, because ever since the boy first, second, third year, everybody been saying, you can't find another Saban. But I don't think that we really need another Saban. You feel me? But like Alabama
Okay.
always gonna be Alabama. You feel
Yeah.
me? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
y'all got any questions or anything?
I'm sorry, dude. Her.
Honestly, um, my only question is, does the Rose Bowl loss like come up any like, or is it just
Her.
people they don't talk about it no more?
Because when you look at it, we lost to a Heisman winner, and when you look at
Yeah.
it, we lost to the national championship.
Yeah.
Right.
So and then they went on and what they do to Oregon. It was something bad, right?
Yeah,
So
we can't put up.
Yeah.
it's not like it's not like we lost to a team who went and lost. You know what I mean? So
Right.
we knew who we went against. We knew how we did. You know what I mean? So we're not delusional to the fact that we didn't play great, but we're not delusional to the fact that it was a great team. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel you.
Well, my question for you, Bear, and I guess I'm gonna go ahead and just start it off. How are we gonna have a good run game this year?
Yes, we are. And I know that so a few weeks ago, I had went up and I had a long meeting with my new coach, Adrian Clem.
Okay.
I think he's a great guy. He's played at every single level and he's coached at every single level. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So
Yeah.
I think that, and then, he introduced a new scheme of like what we're going to do on the offensive line, and then, it just looks way better. You know what I mean? It's more of a physical attack type of, game, but we will have a run game, especially with these new transfers we have coming in. And, we have, these running backs coming back, and then we have EJ Crowell. So, we have all that.
Okay. I was just hoping so, because we
yeah.
we can't go nowhere but up from last year. So
Definitely.
I'm just hoping that we can go at least close to, not like the Derrick Henry age, but at least something to where we sustain that run game.
Yeah, every time I ever get in a conversation with a Georgia player or like any of those Georgia commits, all they gotta say is -3 and it's over. Like that's all they say.
Wow.
That's all they
You know
say.
what, bro?
And then Bear, all you gotta say is 2nd and 26.
That's all you gotta say. That's it.
Listen, there will never be a day where we only put up -3 rushing yards on Georgia ever again.
again.
So just
Yeah, I think,
enjoy that, while y'all can. That's all I'm gonna say. I know we got a topic about it, later on, but how excited are you for spring ball? 'Cause I think it starts Sunday, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I'm really excited. Me personally, I won't be able to play, practice in it, mainly because my ACL injury. You know what I mean? So, but I'm really excited for it. It's going to show a lot of because all we've been doing is working out. We've been working out, doing conditioning, and now we all get to, come together, put it all together. You know what I mean? So I think that's going to be great for sure.
He says, my question for Bear, since JT skipped me last week, how does he embrace the competition coming on with the O-line, with all these new faces?
At the end of the day, only the best of the best are going to play at Alabama. And the thing is, only the best of best from college is going to play in the NFL. You know what I mean? And with my end goal being, I want to go and play in the NFL, not just be like a scout team player. If I can't play at Alabama, I can't play in the NFL. You know what I mean? And if I go to a smaller school, and I go play like, G5 ball, you know what I'm saying? And I get playing time, but I'm only going against G5 players. You know what I mean? I might get drafted, but when I go and play all these NFL guys, they're going to be a bunch of guys from Alabama, Texas, all these places. But, playing for Alabama, you immediately get to play against those, first round, second round draft picks. Like this year, I'm going to have to go up against Andre Pierre and, in practice, you know what I mean? Like every day, I'm going up against these first and second round picks every day. So, when I get to the NFL, it's not going to be anything different. You know what I mean? So,
it sounds like you got the mentality that we think every top player that comes to Alabama and stay at Alabama, they love the competition, and you can hear it in your voice and the way you talk about you're gonna be playing against all these first rounders and second rounders. You might as well stay here, and if you can play here at Bama, you can play anywhere. So I like that.
No, for sure. And then, like most people, they think about it's like about money. When I flipped from Georgia Tech to Alabama, they are like, "Oh, he just got paid a bag." No, I didn't, bro. I barely listen, bro. I'm gonna just say this for everybody here right now. Listen, Alabama paid me way less than Georgia Tech. Just saying that right now because I see in the future. You know what I mean? In the future, I'm going and getting a second contract in the NFL rather than going into Georgia Tech and not developing as much as I would have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. So
you got a good mindset for the
for sure.
Actually, a great mindset. Sure. So
at least this, because the other stuff So if you know what I'm talking about.
So who are some offensive linemen that you try to, model your game after, right? Like who are some O linemen that you studied their tape for highlights and stuff like that?
So, I'm never gonna try to be somebody I'm not. So I know I'm not like a very technical, pass protector, do everything perfectly right. But I know that I am a very physical blocker. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna try to model my game after somebody that I can't play like. So, somebody like a, Caden Proctor, he, the way that he was just dominant, you know what I mean?
Right.
He was just a dominant force. Even if he wasn't like the best at what he did, he was just dominant. You know what I mean? So, and then like there's players in the NFL, like Trent Williams, like one of the best run blockers now. And then, you got those just players that, it's just a mentality more than it is like a, technical scheme of their game.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
So this doesn't have to be a Bama player, right? But who was your favorite offensive line? Like favorite offensive line player, like growing up and watching?
Growing up and watching, I would watch Trent Williams highlights all the time. I love, his highlights are just insane. Like he would, they put him back at wing and let him pull and just do those things. And that's something that I want to do because he's just a physical force of nature. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to be. So I try to model my game after him for sure.
And Trent
so
Williams,
you saying you're gonna be out there fighting like Trent Williams too?
Yeah. Hey, what I'm saying is I'm not gonna put my team in jeopardy. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be more smart about it. But like in between the whistle, that's when I'm gonna get my head set. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Yeah.
And Trent Williams, he's still going strong too, bro. Like he's still going strong in the league. So so before your first snaps, like, are you gonna be nervous on the scale of 1 to 10? Like before game time, like, do you think too much, or you just let the game, come
I think first snaps in game, you're gonna have so much time to prepare for that it's gonna be like, you know what I mean? I think that the only thing is you're gonna be playing it like in front of like 100,000 players. There's like the Alabama Stadium is just ginormous, dude. It's so loud. Like I've been to very many SEC games, a lot of ACC games. There's not a single stadium that comes close to Alabama's atmosphere. It's insane. If you look at all these players talking about their top, stadiums they've ever played in, you know what I mean? It's always Alabama. But I mean, I don't think I'm going to be as nervous because, I'm going to go through, winter conditioning. I'm going to go through spring ball. I'm going to go through fall camp, and I'm going to be mentally prepared, physically prered when the time comes. You know what I mean?
So y'all really don't get a breakdown. Like it's like training all throughout the year now.
No, it's every week, all week, all throughout the year. You don't. Yeah, I think that the only break they get is like 2 weeks during the summer, so like the first 2 weeks of May, and then spring break, which is this week.
So Herb has a question for you.
Yeah.
If you weren't an offensive lineman and could ever switch positions, what's the dream position?
My dream position, I used to be the best JV defensive lineman ever. And the thing is, I'm trying to tell y'all, whenever you get a sack and there's something, because you if you're on the offensive line, like one game I had got a pancake, right? And I come off the field. My mom showed me a video. She's like, "Oh, Bear, you tripped." Like I didn't. Like she thought I tripped, but I pancaked somebody. It's like you can do something that's like really cool for you, but nobody knows that it's a great play. You know, but if you're playing D line, you know what I mean. You go get a sack. Everybody knows.
Everybody sees it.
Yeah, and if you're on the D line and you mess up, it's very less apparent than if you're on the offensive line and you mess up. But I mean, my dream position, other than offensive line, would definitely be defensive line, just for like you get more glory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you 6'7", right?
Yeah.
Right. So this is my last question.
I knew he would.
If you're 6'7", like how tall is your mom and dad? That's
my mom and dad. Everybody in my family is under 6 foot.
Really?
What?
Yeah. So like my brother, he's like 6'3". My other brother's like 6 foot. My mom and dad is like 6. No, my dad is 5'11". My dad's 5. My mom is 5'9". And my grandparents, they're all below 6 foot.
That's not fair. Bro.
How?
That's not fair.
I don't understand it. I really don't.
That's not fair, bro. Like,
so you just
I'm sure
everybody.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, that's insane, bro.
That's not fair, bro.
Did it like skip like 2 or 3 generations, or what? Like, or you just came out of nowhere?
That is crazy.
It came out of nowhere, bro. It came out of nowhere. It's insane.
That is crazy.
That's, bro. I would be so.
No, because I'm like, what game was it? Eastern Illinois, wasn't it? That we were there.
Yeah, bro. He just came walking through the crowd.
Like Corey, like we're sitting at Walk of Champions waiting for everybody. Hey, shout out to you, Bear, though, for real.
Yeah, shout out, Bear.
Like for real.
Sure.
Like we're sitting out waiting for the players to come off the bus, and I'm like, bro, was that Bear up there? And Domo was like, yeah. I said, bro, text him and see if he come down. Bro, he instantly looks at his phone, comes down, walks through the crowd, and literally takes a picture with us and says,
bro,
that was so serious. So serious, Bear. When you walked off, we had how many people? I said, yo, who was that?
Yeah, bro. I looked at Hunter. I was like, bro. I said, bro, where'd he go, bro? And all you see is this big 7 person going through the crowd. I'm like, bro, what the world? But yeah, shout out, Bear.
That was dope, bro.
That was a great experience, bro. That was a great experience. But you know. Hey, Herb, you know what? I'm gonna text you after the show. You know what I'm saying? Whatever Hunter told you, bro, like don't believe it. Right? You know I don't know what Hunter told you.
Because I'm a channel member and you're not.
Bro, I'll subscribe to the channel.
You didn't pay money.
Yeah, I did.
What? When?
Wait, pay money for what? To subscribe?
Exactly. So you don't even know.
Man,
go ahead, Herb.
That's so messed up.
Herb. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. Bears expectations for the offensive line, you know what I'm saying, come true. We are rooting for you guys. But on the other side of the trenches, right, Alabama does have a new defensive line hire. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really do my research. Hunter did. So Hunter,
of course, I have to do
take this one away for us, bro. There you go.
All right, basically, guys, we got a new defensive analyst. He was Central Washington's defensive coordinator, Jake Vang. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Coach Vang. Okay. So before being hired at Central Washington, he helped 3 players record 8+ tackles for losses.
Okay.
So that's really about it. That's all I've seen so far. But I know he brought one of his assistants with him as well. So nice little hire. So ready to see.
Is he a young guy? Is he young?
Yeah, he's like maybe not even. I would say young 30s. He's young.
Okay.
He looks young. He looks pretty young. So
excited
to see what he can do with his defense, man. So.
Was our other offensive line coach, was he fired or did he go somewhere else?
Who? Coach Cap?
No, the other defensive line coach.
Oh, Freddie Roach. No, he's still there. Roach still there.
He's still there.
Yeah. Roach
did you see where Coach Cap went though?
Auburn, dude.
Yeah.
He went to the ops, bro.
He texted my grandpa happy birthday yesterday.
Watch yourself. Hey. Oh, he's trying to get you.
That's messed up. That's messed up.
He's trying to Nah, that is insane, bro. I mean, hey, the more help, the better. But I do know that Freddie Roach is still there. I would be surprised if we ever saw Freddie Roach leave Alabama. So
Nah, I don't think so. It got to be like a big head coaching position for him to leave.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Freddie Roach, and even when he do leave Bama, bro, like that's gonna be a very huge loss. But I mean, when we get done here, I'm gonna do my research on the hire because I really haven't done any at all. So I ain't even gonna fake it to y'all like I did, bro.
Come on, man.
No, Hunter do all the research. He the one that told me we had a new hire, you know. So
I told the whole group chat.
The more the better, bro. That's what I say. The more the better. So
did you see what Herb said, Domo?
No.
Oh, not this. Oh man,
I'm so confused.
Herb don't
I don't even know what's going on, bro. I literally don't.
So Herb and Raj, right? You can tip like $5, $1 or whatever. Be a channel member.
Oh,
I tipped $5 and I was the first one, and I was like, or they were like, that's why you're our favorite. And Damo hasn't done it yet. I said, Damo hasn't done it yet. Oh no, that's crazy.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. So hold on, bro. So
and move on. He says Saban made the analyst popular. People should take notes. Facts. Go ahead, Damo.
So wait, don't Herb and Raj watch every show we have? Mm-hmm. When do we ever get a tip from Herb and Raj?
We don't have it yet. We don't have it yet. Not yet. No. Not yet. We're about to, though.
All right, Herb. I'll see you $5 when I get out here, bro.
He gonna forget. He gonna forget. All right. So I know. Did you do any research, Corey, about Coach Vang or not?
No, this is my first time hearing about Coach Vang, but I feel like any other analyst that's coming to learn from Kane Womack, I think it's a good pipeline. Yeah, because Kane Womack is probably gonna have some people looking at him after this year for him to leave, because he's not a bad defensive coach. So we need whoever that's gonna be able to come up behind him. I feel like there's gonna be a good hire.
Yeah, you're right.
Go ahead.
I'm very shocked that we didn't see Coach Womack leave this past season. I'm glad he didn't, though. You know what I'm saying? Because at least we do got him. For me personally, I think we got him for at least one more year. He does deserve a head coaching job somewhere.
For sure. For sure.
In my opinion, the best DC in the SEC, right, and one of the best in the country. So I do think that this is the probably the last year that we do see Cam Womack.
Especially with the talent that we got coming back, like
yeah,
he gonna know his players and he gonna know what to put in play for them to be successful. So yeah, we gonna have a great year on the defense. I already know that.
Yeah, bro, I can't wait for that,
bro. Herb is funny, bro. You want me to pull this one up, Dama, real quick?
Please, God, no, bro. God, no.
You said yeah, I got you. Hey, there's one more too,
bro. Listen,
that's funny, man.
Listen, it'll be okay. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It'll be okay in the morning. It's all right, bro. It's okay. It's all right. But I mean, spring ball is here. Spring ball is starting. What I said Sunday. Is it Sunday? I think Sunday. So man, what's the move for spring ball, fellas? Hunter, you kick us off.
For sure going to A-Day. So yeah, I'll see everybody there at A-Day. Corey, you going or not?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm bringing my family out there too, but I'm going.
Okay. Since they announced that it's gonna be an actual scrimmage, so
right,
it's gonna be dope. So you going, Dama?
Oh, I'm gonna be out there, bro. I don't care what I have to do.
Bear already gonna be there, so
I'm making it to A-Day. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna make it to A-Day, bro.
So only game he gonna be able to go to. So.
Guys, y'all gotta buy my jersey. I'm telling y'all, number 57, bro. Is that tough?
Wait, we didn't see you on the what you call it?
Yeah, it's because I'm not on campus right now.
Oh, okay, all right, cool.
I'm not enrolled in classes. But I'm still able to see
57.
57, yeah.
You know what?
That's kind of tough.
Go ahead and do it right now.
I was about to get 52. Okay, but
yeah. Booker.
Yeah. But
so did
Prada didn't let you?
No.
Get 74?
Nope. I don't think anybody got 74 actually. Wait, who got 74?
Nah, I didn't see 74 on the list either.
I didn't see anybody get 74.
I'll tell you right now if they did or not.
So what I had done, I had put 72, 52, 74, 57, and I didn't get any of those. Except for 57, obviously. But
that's tough though. I like that. That's actually tough.
Yeah, because that's what
I know why he got 57.
You about to say that dude from Georgia?
No, because you couldn't get 6'7". Yeah.
I feel like if I would have got 6'7", I think if I would have got 6'7", I could have had like so much more like people buying my jersey just from me.
Probably so, just because of that.
Yeah.
Just because of the number.
Man, I missed out.
I think he should put last year behind him. I'm with it. Yeah. Do you want to put a Herb's Please God,
no.
What are y'all's final prediction for Bama? I got them going 13-2. Wow. Oh. I know Bear probably can't answer this, but
can't.
Yeah, Bear. He can't. So
final predictions, bro.
I said 11-1, 10-2. That's about it. That's what I've been saying.
I'm saying 11-1, and I think the only loss comes to LSU. That's it.
What you got, Corey?
Yeah, I'm thinking 11-1 as well. Yeah, Domo, that's tough. The LSU, that was gonna be tough. But if we win that, definitely we'll be undefeated.
Yeah. I think it'd be harder to win in Neyland.
I think, and I said this, the only reason I really say LSU is because we played Georgia, A&M before those guys, right?
We played Georgia, then Tennessee.
Georgia, then Tennessee. Okay, cool.
Then A&M.
So the only way I see it, that's gonna be a night game, right?
Yeah.
And we're gonna be going through a brutal, you know what I'm saying, like 2-3 games before we get to LSU. It's gonna be a night game. I said that because I think Lane is going to try to catch us slipping. That's what I think he's going to try to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying we lose because they're better than us, because they won't be. I'm just saying, like, they might end up catching us slipping. You know what I'm saying? But 11-1, you know we're going to Atlanta, and you know we're going to the playoff. We got to get some get back.
There you go. Right there. So, there you go, Maddox.
Definitely.
I don't know. Can you answer this?
I think I've been a Georgia fan my whole life. You know, up until last year around this time, I've been a Georgia fan my whole life. Because I remember that national championship game whenever we had got the pick six to end the game. Like, that was the happiest moment of my life. So I think watching the Georgia game, Brian Denny, I think that's my favorite game that I'm looking forward to for sure.
Okay.
It's crazy how you turn around just like that.
It is crazy because, like, I didn't have any really ties. I didn't really have ties to Georgia. You know, they really did me wrong when they were recruiting me. I don't even know if I'm allowed to, talk about this, but, like, they had invited me.
No, I wouldn't.
You can't.
Long story short, hey, Georgia, they just didn't do me very well. You know what I mean? All respect to them, but, Alabama, they're just a better school. Let's just say that.
There you go.
That's all you can say.
You got to quick on your feet because you did. That was a good job, right? That was a great job.
There you go. You seen it said no.
I was on the QB battle, man. I'm gonna be so honest. I'm ready for it to be over with already, bro.
Man, you too.
I personally don't care who starts, bro. I just want to win.
Don't even say it, Bear.
May the best quarterback win, bro.
That's the same way I feel.
Right, may the best quarterback win. But that's literally all I'll say. So,
what's y'all's biggest, like? How can I ask this? Like, for Corey and Damo, but what's the thing that you're most looking forward to with, like, spring practice and stuff?
I'm looking to see who really just takes over, those alpha roles. Because we lost some great leaders, LT, Tim. We lost Caden Proctor, Parker Brailsford, Jaden Roberts. We lost all those guys that we're used to seeing. So just who takes over those alpha roles, man, and who just establishes that physical presence along the offensive line and defensive line. That's really all I'm looking for. So yeah.
I'm just looking for all the competition that's going on. Like, I know we got a lot of young players that's coming in that could possibly start. I want to see who's going to be able to maintain their starter position from last year and who actually stepped up from, being second, third string last year. You got like Red Morgan. Can he come out and start over Xavier Brown? You never know if he can get a starting role. Will Dijon Lee really start or one of the Gyro Edwards? Will he end up starting? You know what I'm saying? So I want to see what type of competition actually goes on.
What true freshman do y'all see coming in getting like the most playing time?
Gyro Edwards.
Gyro.
Yeah.
What do you Caldwell?
Yeah, him
EJ.
and
I think EJ.
Yeah. I think it'll be between Jare. Am I saying that right? Jare?
Jirai.
Jare or Jare?
Jirai. What was it?
Which one?
Gyra.
Gyra.
I'm saying it right? Okay, all right.
Gyra Edwards. Yeah.
All right, so
No, I swear it's like Jirai. Like,
yeah, Gyra, EJ,
sounds
and of
better.
course, said I think those are gonna be the three freshmen
gonna
that,
be.
yeah, we actually see play, so
Oh, Sedarian too. I forgot about Sedarian Morgan. I think he'll start a lot too.
So, Barrett, what's one freshman that, besides the obvious names, that people should really look out for?
I think that on the offensive side of the ball, shoot,
This dude's eating.
I'm trying to think, bro, because like other than the obvious, I think that we have defensive players like the obvious Gyra. I think that we have some players that need to like. I don't know what I can say. You know what I mean? Because like physically, SEC ball is big boy football. You know what I mean?
Right.
Top of the top. Because like you have great players. Like Xavier. Frick, what was his name?
Griffin.
Griffin.
Gainesville.
Xavier Griffin.
Xavier Griffin.
Yeah.
He just needs to like. There's some guys like that. You just like. It takes time. You know what I mean? You need to put on a little bit of weight. You know what I mean?
Bulk up.
Because especially if he wants to play like that defensive, end outside linebacker position.
Hey,
you have to play on the line, and you have to.
He got that Jahad Campbell number, so
yeah.
Oh yeah, so he got to go.
And then said guy Julio, he got 8.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, I think that making the tough catches that I'm not trying to glaze because that's my teammate. I'm just saying it from a fan's perspective right now. But making the tough catches that he makes, I don't think you can really teach that. You know what I mean? You can't really teach the athleticism to go up and grab the balls that he grabs. So like, you gotta, yeah.
Okay, see. Oh man, that is wow.
Back to you.
Domo, take it from there, brother.
I ain't even gonna lie. I think Xavier Griffin gonna be a day one contributor as well. My opinion, I think it's gonna be between him and QB Reese for that that linebacker spot beside Caleb Woodson. Right now I have it going to QB Reese because of the experience because he's been there for a while. Right. But I mean it's gonna be it's really gonna be a great battle, man. So yeah.
Real quick, guys, if you have not already hit that sub button, we are 8 subs away from 2K.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
So y'all have not already,
tell a fan to subscribe, bro.
To tell your girlfriend, your ex-girlfriend, stepdaddy, stepmama, do it all, man.
So I do got a question for you, Bear. So I know you still, going through your recovery process, man. I hope everything is going great. So what's like something you use or someone that you speak to is like motivation to really get through your recovery process?
I'm gonna be honest. When I was in the All-American game that I tore my ACL in, I was playing for a coach that coached at really every level, and then I've had people who have had the same like injury as me. They tell me about, it's happened to them, and then they still were able to go and play at a high level. So just to know that it's not the end of the world, especially going to an amazing, school like Alabama that's not just good at football, but their recovery processes are just, they're top tier. Even if you just look at the, the injury rates, and, the recovery rates, Alabama is just the best there is. So, just seeing numbers, it's not somebody's word. It's just factual statements of numbers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That really makes me feel the best, knowing that I will be back. I will be able to play really soon.
Okay.
Two-parter real quick. Okay. So when you're playing in a game or getting ready for a game, what's your go-to meal and go-to music?
Go-to music? I'm gonna be honest.
Taylor
I
Swift.
like
If you say Taylor Swift, bro.
not saying no Taylor Swift. Not saying no Taylor Swift. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. My go-to meal, man, bro. I'm gonna be honest. One game I had mac and cheese and I had like some quesadilla.
Before a game?
Never doing that ever again.
No, don't do
Halftime.
that.
Hey, I'm
Before a
telling you,
game?
I know you blew it up.
So did
anyways, but I think my
Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
my music, I'm not like a young boy guy. I was usually the one that had aux, so I'd play what everybody wanted to hear. But if I had my own headphones, I was listening to like Adele, like I was listening to like those type of, you know what I mean?
How do you get prepared for a game?
Hello, it's me.
You gotta think, bro, because like if you're really thinking about like, dang, like this is it. Like this is what I've played my whole life for. This is what because without football, I don't know what I'm doing. I will never in my life want to go work a 9 to 5. And that's just me. I hate it. You know what I mean? So like me without football, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna treat it like my job. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so for sure.
So can you see yourself being a coach when you're done playing one day?
Ooh.
I want to do real estate. I really do. I just want to be able to put myself in this position to not have to work. You know what I mean? And I want to also put myself in a financial situation to not have to rely on a job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to, rely on somebody else. But, I do want to pour myself into other people because I feel like I am a good communicator with people. I do like to, like when we have our little league camps, I love coaching those kids. But I also want to be financially stable. You know what I mean? I think that coaching isn't something that I would give up money for, but it is something that I would do if I was able to.
Okay.
Corey, you see what Herb said?
Real estate is nice. I like real estate though.
Well, I appreciate that, Herb. Appreciate that.
Bear.
Herb,
I got a question for you, man.
What about me, Herb? What about me, bro? Like,
all right, man, I got a question for you. How do you feel the cohesion with the team is going right now? With all of the players that came back, like how you feel? Do you think y'all getting closer together now? With the board being back, all the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator coming back, the leaders coming back. How do y'all feel?
I feel like we've gone. Well, I haven't been able to do all the workouts. You know what I mean? But everybody, they're almost dying. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday is just straight conditioning days. You know what I mean? Everybody's going out there and almost dying together. Those who bleed together stay together. That's what they say. You know what I mean? So they're out there bonded, they're being together. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's becoming more of a family. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of the years past, like last year, I think we had the best individual offensive lineman there was. I just feel like we didn't play together the way that we were supposed to. And I feel like that's a lot of the ways because Alabama, we're always going to get the 5 stars. You know what I mean?
Always.
I don't know if there's ever going to be a year we don't get 2, 3, 4, 5 stars. Like that's just like the fact of the University of Alabama. But I think that we need to, as a fan, I think that, we need to be better at putting everything together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I like that.
Definitely agree with that.
Sure.
So, well, Dumma, go ahead and do your thing, man.
Man, y'all can find me Friday nights, Bama Blueprint with my guys, Hunter and that guy Corey, my brothers. Bear, thank you for coming on with us tonight, bro.
Sure, bro.
You guys can also find me Sunday night talking Bama with JT and Herb. That's what her name is. Herb, my brothers as well. You can find me on TikTok at Domo Reacts. That's DOMO_reacts. You can find me on Twitter at just straight Domo Reacts. But in all, you can find me on the best Bama channel that there is. So yeah, that's where you can find me.
Yes, sir.
And
About you, Corey.
Y'all can find me here every Friday night with my boy Domo and Hunter. Again, thank you, Bear, for coming on with us today. Great conversation with you, man.
Yes,
And I want to thank Roll Tide Nation. I haven't been on a Sunday show yet, but hopefully one day soon I will get on. And you can find me on TikTok Corey Bama, CoreyBama for the good content, man. That's all I got. Roll Tide.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Maddox, my guy.
Let's go, Bentley. Let's go, girls. Round 3. Yes, we play. Who's it? We play tonight. Oh my God. Who we play tonight?
I'm at South Carolina.
South Carolina.
I hope not.
I don't think
Hold
so.
on.
Let me check real quick.
Yeah,
I
go
hope it's
ahead.
not South Carolina. I hope it's not.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Our girls really been
Texas.
hooping all
Texas.
season.
Texas.
Okay.
Texas.
Our girls
Texas.
been hooping all season, bro.
Yeah.
Gotta give them that. They've been hooping all season.
Ah.
Oh, matter of fact, so Barry, one last question.
Yeah.
Do y'all try to all get together and go to like all the home games for basketball, like boys and girls?
Yeah, usually I don't know about girls. I know that boys we do like almost every home game. We're there. Really just because like we're doing what we're doing. Like it's always packed. So I think like usually like every home game we're there.
I know y'all going tomorrow, right? Y'all definitely.
Wait, do y'all have like certain seats y'all sit in, or you just buy wherever?
We're students basically, so we can sit in the student section.
Yeah,
we usually don't sit. We just
I got you.
I
got you. I got you.
Nah, for sure.
So Bear, where can they find you, bro?
Hey, my name is Bear Fretwell. See me TikTok. Yeah. Anyways, my name is Bear Fretwell. And Bear Fretwell on Instagram and
This guy, dude.
Bear Fretwell.
There it is.
Yeah.
Wait. Let's be honest. Which TikTok though? Like,
gosh,
yeah.
Dude,
Did you get banned off one of them?
All of them.
TikTok I have getting banned. Hunter was gonna let me use his. It was banned.
What?
We're always getting banned.
Forgot. Hey, the backup I had?
Yeah, the Hunter the Bama fan too.
Nah, that I trolled on.
Oh, got you. Okay, yeah.
That's gone now.
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, I said some words. A few months ago.
So, Bear, are you just gonna stay off TikTok?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I've sent in about 43 appeals. I've texted like 40 people.
That's a very specific number.
Yeah, hey, I'm trying to get it back because I got some beef with Dre. Because me and Dre, we be battling, and he always whooping my tail, bro. Like but I gotta get back.
See, I be trying. Nah. I think you be scamming.
Bro, Hunter has sent me like $200.
Like it's crazy.
Just for me to lose to Dre.
And no, I will gift him, and about 5 minutes later, his TikTok just goes dark.
Bruh.
I'm like,
because I get banned mid live.
That's
like,
insane,
I'm done. But nah, real quick, y'all can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and X at Hunter the Bama fan. Every Friday night here, Bama Blueprint with my boys Damo and Corey, and then sometimes on Talking Bama whenever Damo and JT feel like inviting me. So yeah. So well, mainly JT.
Me, I want to say JT.
And it's so funny. They talk about you every Sunday too. It's so funny.
Let's do this. We got a question for Bear real quick.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're going to mix it up what Herb and Raj does a little bit. So Bear, who's your from 1 to 3 best Bama content creators? Me, JT, or Damo?
I ain't gonna lie. I'll rip JT one, bro. I'll
bro, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go from the amount of money that I've been sent. Okay. I'm gonna go. Hey.
Okay, so I'm 1. So who's 2 and 3? So
2 is Damo, 3 JB. All right. Bro, hey Damo, you might
JT is 3?
Bro, I don't know JT. Like I've never really talked to JT. I've never like had conversations.
But I'm talking about this like content, like actually like Bama stuff. Like
Bama stuff. I feel like I watch more.
JT.
I feel like I watch more Damo Bama content because whenever things happen, he's always the first one to really talk about it.
Hey man, I do it for the people. I do it for the people. I love y'all, bro. I do it for the people. You know what I'm saying?
He be copying me.
Who?
I'm just playing.
Well, check my boy Corey out too. My boy Corey be doing his thing.
Yeah,
now,
I do it, man.
When
I get back on for real, I like to talk a lot about y'all, man.
Yeah, hey, you follow me, I'll follow you back.
I got you.
Look at Bentley. Look at Bentley. What about me?
Bentley, you my dog, man. Congrats on 10K though, for sure, brother.
Facts, bro. So yeah, man. Bear, we appreciate you coming up.
Yeah,
joining us, man. About time.
Yeah, because you were about to have Corey on instead of me. So
tell Corey, bro. We looking for him, bro. We looking for Corey, bro. Hey, when you see Corey and Dre, tell them we got a bond pick with them boys, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna let them know.
All right, bet. All right.
We need to get like Gerard and them on, but that ain't gonna happen. But hey, let's go ahead and do the thing. We won't get pissed about nothing but a tie.
Roll Tide, y'all.
Roll Tide.